Yeah, it is kind of weird. I'm not really sure that this console works quite the way that they would like to have it.
We had a little problem with the intro music last time.
I know, that was incredibly poor. And then I had to go back and do it, and then it was what it was. Last week, anyway. So after last week, then Animal Control went to Africa.
Yes.
And killed Cecil the lion.
Right.
Wasn't he a cross-eyed lion? I think I saw a movie about him when I was a kid.
And this is the lion.
Book.
No, it was the cross-eyed lion. He's the one from Wizard of Oz that they killed. It's the Wizard of Oz lion.
Because he didn't have any courage?
That lion's not that old? Is that old?
75 years.
Really?
This year.
Wow.
This month, I think.
Not.
Yeah. Wow. Why did they kill him?
Because he wasn't king of the forest.
Oh my God! Did that happen? That just happened.
I was there.
Jesus.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he's on the roids too, I guess. Wow. But it was good. That was a good impression.
Is that controversial? Do you think that someone should be allowed to pay tens of thousands of dollars to go do that?
To go big game hunting.
It's what, nobody tells you can't buy an $8,000 TV. How many people does that harm in the production, I guess? I don't know. This is back to that topic that people care about dead animals
more than people.
More than dead people sometimes.
Kind of. It all depends. I mean, if the dead people fit their agenda, then obviously it works. But
I think it's a little crappy that this is a species that they said went from the hundreds of thousands down into the tens of thousands known. It's in the 20 to 30,000.
Right.
Are still living, and that the government has. You can pay and go over there, and it supports their tourism. It's part of their tourism attraction.
Right.
But apparently the people that he hired weren't all above board because the government's actually trying to go after the two people that took this dentist to hunt a lion with a crossbow. And then it took him 40 hours to track it down and kill it with a gun afterwards. So he had to track it further. He shot it with a crossbow. It was lured from a wildlife preserve, or reserve. Preserve would be the jelly or the jam.
That's really cowardly to do.
It is.
Yeah.
And they lured it out with meat. He shot it with a crossbow, and then they had to track it for another 40 hours before.
Wow.
What was the lion's name?
People just
Cecil.
don't have hearts.
Okay, did it really have a...
Cecil.
Cecil, huh?
Yep.
Cecil the lion.
Well,
I'm
some
pretty
people,
sure.
I guess some people don't have hearts, and then some people
Roy,
don't have
was
brains.
Was it Roy Bolger? Isn't that who played the lion?
No, that was the Ray Bolger was the Scarecrow.
I thought Buddy Epson was in it.
Originally,
that's right. That's right.
He was allergic to the paint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I bet there wasn't any lead in that.
It was aluminum. It was aluminum. Yeah. So it foiled the plans of the filmmakers, and so they had to go and get what's his name? Come on.
That played the
Tin Man.
Roy Bolger.
It wasn't Betty Ebsen?
No.
We do not know our Wizard of Oz.
It was Quincy?
Is he kidding me? It was
Jack Klugman.
Jack.
It was Jack.
Something.
I'm going to pretend that
Jesus,
I know.
You don't know. Bert Lahr was actually the lion. You knew that one.
No.
Okay. All right. This is going nowhere.
Judy Garland's in that one, right?
Yeah, she's in that.
That's Liza Minnelli's mom.
It's Liza with an S, not Liza with a Z.
Liza?
Because Liza with an S goes not Z. That was a Liza Minnelli song. It's the only one I know.
He does that when he's like in show tune mode.
I had a show tunes album.
Cecil was skinned and beheaded.
Correct.
Yeah, well,
and then the carcass was left there.
That goes a little bit beyond just.
He had a GPS collar on, so Cecil was kind of a big deal.
And he had 24 kids.
And a
So who's supporting the kids now?
Exactly. That was another point that was brought up, that other members of the pack will then try to kill the male children of Cecil.
Well, I'm going to quote Sharmy
I
P.
saw The Lion King, right? And so that's what's happening here.
Right.
Is Uncle Scar is now taking over the Pride.
Joe and Lorna Luft are Liza Minnelli's siblings.
Are they on Arrested Development?
Did you just Google that, or do you know that?
I know that.
Do you know
I'm
them
just throwing in
personally?
random information.
I would like
we
for
are.
this conversation.
I like it because you weren't on with the Wizard of Oz thing until...
Liza
Do you know
Minnelli.
Judy Garland's real name?
No, I don't. Sadly enough.
Okay.
You're not going to tell us.
They're not going to tell us. Gordon Sumner or something like that.
Frances Ethel Gum.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Interesting. So then Mia Farrow...
I don't know why she would change that.
Mia Farrow tweeted this dentist's home address today.
Is she... I thought she was dead.
No.
That's Prudence, right? Dear Prudence.
Yes.
That's...
Song was about Mia Farrow.
Okay. All right. Beatles, White Album.
I have it.
You don't understand it. What I was saying was you don't understand the British stuff. So I was trying to explain to you.
No, I have
where
the
that
White
all-
Album. I understand the Beatles.
Did you play it backwards?
Yes,
There is a
actually,
track
yes.
on that album.
Yeah. Turn Me On, Dead Man. Turn Me On, Dead Man. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Revolution number 9. Where Ringo keeps saying number 9, and there's like a car. You play it backwards. There's a car crash.
I don't think it was
and he
Ringo,
yells,
though.
and they say, "Let me out, let me out." And there's like a chorus singing, and then you hear, "Turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man."
What was the name of those brothers from...
The Peters brothers.
The Peters
I
brothers.
thought we were talking about the
Not
lion.
the Parker brothers.
We
Parker
were.
brothers are the game guys, right?
Right.
Okay.
Who were the brothers that had the white lions?
Super Mario Brothers.
Sigmund and
Wait.
Freud, they were not brothers.
They were bros, though.
Yeah, they were bros, though.
They were brothers. Okay.
And then, did the other one make it back, or did he get killed?
Yes. No, he made it back. He was
Oh.
maimed.
Yeah, go figure. Get maimed by a lion.
Yeah. Okay. That happens, you see, when they get out of control.
Those guys are old, though. They probably smelled meaty,
Meaty? They smelled meaty.
I guess. And
Like-
those, and to be fair, those were tigers.
Well,
They weren't white lions, which was
Right.
what they sing.
what did they say?
Lion,
Dun, dun.
I don't know.
Na, na, na,
Sister
na, na,
Christian,
na,
all
na.
your time
No,
has
that's not
come.
them.
I know, that was
You
not
just
Ringo.
sing wait. I didn't
Yeah,
know
he
you
did.
did
That's
what-
exactly.
Is that
what
White
I was saying.
Lion?
I don't know.
It is. You know it is.
Wait,
you knew the song and the
wait.
lyrics.
You got your
I could just
your
hum it.
Google thing.
I know.
Okay, well, anyway, it
Pull
wasn't
that up.
white lions. It was tigers. And, yeah, I
And
tried
it's-
to derail us and go in a
Can
circle.
we
Siegfried
talk about
and-
Eddie
and
Bears
Roy
and
Bulger.
just oh my it all the way around?
I don't know.
I don't know. What do bears have to do with it? Probably
Right to
nothing.
bare arms.
Right to bear
Full
arms.
circle.
Oh wow, we
It's the
we got
circle
there,
of
didn't
life.
we? Huh.
If I put in White Lion, the band doesn't come up.
Well, there's probably good reason
Rob,
for
oh, wait a minute. White Lion, wait. Number
Wait.
3. Got it.
that. He
Got it.
And she got
he
that
nailed
from
it.
him going,
Yeah, give me another one.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
good at
weird.
that game.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
that would be fun.
Do the Liza.
She
I'm
already
sorry,
knows that
a
one.
government. Oh, so you already know that one then.
And it was weird. I had that on an album and played it.
Show tunes.
White
Showtunes.
Lion?
An album
Oh.
of show tunes.
I did. It came with a subscription to Showtime to my parents.
Sure.
And it was like, it did. And it had like a Star Wars theme song on it. It had a bunch of stuff that was random. The Liza Minnelli song was the first one. And I just remember I always thought that was catchy. And I always think of it whenever there's an enunciation type.
Which song?
It's
The- oh,
Liza
the-
with an S, not Liza with a Z. And it was this whole spoken word song that she sang.
Here's
Did you-
Revolution
did you
number
have to
9.
do that?
Backmasking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Excuse me?
Play that.
Turn me on, dead man.
Is it a audio?
Yeah.
Okay. And
It's not copyrighted.
I mean, you don't really have to keep it to yourself.
This is by Frozen Squirrel Productions.
Oh, I like frozen squirrels.
Speaking of,
Saying take him out. They're chanting. All night
there's
long.
Yoko. So it was John and Yoko.
Satan, look at me, please. Now there's waves. Music.
That shit sounds like the beginning of it.
Now they're talking about Satan being great.
Careful.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm not going to throw my phone down. Dawning, the dawning.
Oh, yeah.
There's another Satan is great. There's
If you
gibberish.
say it 3 times, he shows up. So.
I'm gonna have to try that. Like Beetlejuice and Bloody Mary.
After this, we should sync up Dark Side of the Moon with Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah.
That'll only take us, what, 7?
What the hell
Why
was
are
that?
we in the dark sleeping?
Oh.
They were
Paul
naked.
is dead. Since his suicide was... Oh, the lab mule's not off.
I think this is like on those ghost shows when they think they've got a voice.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're like,
Right.
I think it said Mary
Get out.
Lou.
Yeah.
I don't think it said Mary Lou at all. I think anything good, it said get the out.
There's the car crash.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, from A Day in the Life.
There's the get me out. Yeah, you get the point. It goes on like for 8 minutes. I don't
Yeah,
think
it was
I
a
can
long
deal with
song.
that.
Yeah, it was. So what did you just play backwards?
Nothing. I just turned on my ghost hunting app.
Oh, ghost
Did you
hunting
find
apps
any?
are awesome.
Not yet.
Oh, so is it going to say words and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we ask it a question?
Once the app gets going.
Hey, Dave. We saw you across the street earlier, we think.
Riding a bike. Remember when we saw Dave riding the bike up and down the street over and over again?
Was I here?
I don't
Am I
remember.
here right now?
Is this real life?
Is this real life?
What just happened?
Now my server's down.
So,
Oh,
Yeah.
creepy.
Now it just goes back to White Lion. Wait.
so do you even have an
Oh,
opinion
that's
on the
even
big
worse.
game hunting?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, not
Do you
really.
think people should pick on the guy?
You know what? If it was, I mean, how does this guy know one lion from the other? It's not like he had a big sparkly collar
Pants.
on.
It said pants. There's a spirit with us.
Oh, it had
It said
pants.
pants.
That's how they knew.
It's standing behind you.
Anyway, that's probably good.
That's pretty cool, then.
But so, does it talk often, or does it
directly
just
behind you.
when something
Just
comes up? Okay,
when
I'm
you're
not.
saying something.
I'm not freaking out. Is that a cat?
It's a cat.
Okay. So, anyway, you asked a
The
question.
lion.
It's not like he had a collar on that said, "I'm Cecil."
Right.
You
But he
cannot kill
did
me.
have a collar on.
He had a
It was a GPS collar.
GPS collar.
And I'll bet you it had a little name tag that said Cecil on it. If I were a betting man, I'm going with it.
Okay, all right. So then he does. Okay. How's this guy gonna know? He's shooting with a
And
crossbow.
that's what he's saying. Well, and he's saying, I paid, I got all my licensing and permission from the government. These guys are legit. Why are you picking on me?
All right. So
Because
who's?
you're an asshole that goes and shoots lions for no reason. Just
You
because
needed
you want a head.
a
Because
head.
you have too much money. And you don't know what to do with it except to go shoot
Animals.
lions.
The 13-year-old lion, recognizable
You're
by
done
the
torturing
black
people.
streaks in his mane.
But yeah, he did have a black streaks in his mane. And he was one of the only lions in that area that did.
And he could tap dance.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Well, I remember him doing
And sing.
that.
It's sad.
Follow the yellow
He
brick
had
road.
some moves.
I mean, I remember that. They kind of danced then.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. And then he sang that song. And then
Wait, I didn't.
He
have
fell
a chance to love
asleep.
you.
no,
He fell asleep in the poppy field too, didn't he?
yeah, he did. He did.
I think
I'm
this one
remembering
would
this movie
Asleep in the
correctly.
have rather
Right now.
fallen asleep in the poppy field because it looks like he survived for 40 hours with an arrow stuck in him.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So that's
That's a good
that's
story
riveting
right there.
shit. So he didn't have Tom Brady's cell phone on him, though, did he?
No.
It was broken.
This is another story that I don't get. So now, I guess the big thing is they wanted Tom Brady's cell phone to go through it for more damning evidence that he actually ordered these balls to be deflated, and what do you know? It's destroyed. And
That's
so
weird.
I guess protocol at the Brady house is when you get a new phone, you destroy the old one. So question is why did he need a new phone? A. And when did he destroy the old one?
Well, his old one was a Samsung, and his new one was an iPhone.
Oh, well,
So
that
I
makes
think it was all about...
makes absolute sense.
Yeah,
I hope he
changing
got his
yours.
like
You're not.
contacts transferred over first.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's a nightmare.
I think so.
Oh man, you think maybe they got record of that at the AT&T store?
Because
All
Samsung
the
doesn't
stuff
have a
that was-
cloud, does it?
It all depends on the operating system, because if it's like
What app they use?
an Android operating system, then it may be Google based, or Windows has their own Microsoft
It's a pleasure.
Windows uses iOS.
OneDrive.
Yeah.
OneDrive is
Just saying
theirs.
random words.
What did it say something again?
Yeah.
Well, he's been suspended for 4 games. It's been upheld by the commissioner.
And,
Right.
and who cares?
Right.
Unless you're a New England fan, who really cares? If you're a Denver fan, then obviously you feel like maybe, justice wasn't served quick enough. But
Especially an Indianapolis fan.
yeah, that would make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Does it ruin the integrity of the game, or is Tom Brady less of a quarterback because he
stopped
preferred...
that team anyway? I don't think it was an unfair... I don't think there's a gate there at
No,
all.
I don't think so either.
If anything, the officials at some point touched that ball. It's not like somebody snuck it out
Right.
onto the field.
Correct.
They would have an idea of whether there was air in the ball or not. So,
It wasn't so much that anybody noticed, like you said, when they were touching it.
right.
I don't even remember how it was brought up. It was an equipment handler on the other side
But look
that
at-
didn't get a ball thrown in time and changed over, so the other team touched New England's balls.
So
is what happened.
Right.
You
So,
know what I mean? Something like that is what even happened.
but is this anything like rubbing sandpaper on a baseball to get a better grip?
I
Maybe.
think,
Or is this within the scope of the rules
you know,
where it's permissible and it's fine? Maybe Tom Brady's always had small balls.
And
to
you
play
know,
with.
okay, there's too many rules already, and they do
Possibly.
it because of competitiveness to keep the game moving. Some of these equipment rules, because baseball even is looking at,
Well, they've tightened up the game quite a bit. You can
right.
go
They're
to a
trying
game
to keep things. They're trying to make these games fast paced, not boring.
yeah, but they
moving,
did that by
going.
instituting an instant replay that takes it longer than an umpire to make the
True, I'm
call.
those are non-equipment rules, but like
Right.
the bats breaking and someone got hit and killed not too long ago, or was
seriously injured.
seriously
they got
injured.
hit.
And so now they're
And-
looking at changing
And part
bats
of
again,
that,
but they didn't want to change them so far. I was reading because they thought that then there'd be more foul ball. They have all this science that they're putting into equipment handling too.
right?
And I'm sure there was a reason why they have this arbitrary 11 pounds of pressure for a football.
Well, there's got to be some specific guideline for those things, but this thing is really going off over here. What?
Yeah. Is it distracting you? It's entertaining me.
No,
It reminds me of Battleship.
Conversation.
It reminded me of Battleship. The other day, Dominic and I were here by
It
ourselves,
said Virginia.
and I heard
I
Virginia.
don't know.
somebody whistle a song that we had been listening to early. We both looked at the same time and assumed it was the other person. Dominic's coming in the front, so there was air pressure.
That's
When we heard it, we walked into here,
Well, there was a
And
woman
that
that lived
cabinet.
in this house named Virginia.
and that cabinet opened.
That's the one.
no. Wait, look, time out. What?
Was there?
Hang
He
on a
really
minute.
didn't say that. No, he's making it up. That's just I'm making it up face.
It's
No,
full of shit.
absolutely not. Virginia Pearson lived in this house.
That was her name.
Yes.
You're lying, aren't you?
I am not.
Why
I
the
am
hell-
not lying.
Why do you
Well,
do that?
She's with us then.
Then she's with us wearing pants.
Right, say something, Virginia, when you get a chance. Witty.
That's odd. Yeah, say
And make it witty.
you gotta make it witty. Heaven knows we're not even close
You
to
know
that
what,
right
though,
now. So
Dan, everyone cheats in sports.
really,
NASCAR, they cheat all the time. When
you have
people
to.
win, when they win, that's why they take the car, and NASCAR looks all over it, and every now and then, they get busted violating some sort of rule.
The driver's been drinking
Baseball
milk,
players,
yeah,
muscle milk.
milk's dangerous. Baseball players,
they've been cheating.
which it's like
If
the
it's not
30th
steroids, it was caffeine and amphetamines. And
This week was the
Betting
30th
on
anniversary of the old pine tar incident with George Brett,
Right.
the famous pine.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know a whole lot
Right.
about pine tar.
he
You in
was very
Virginia.
upset about it.
So anyway, and then we're talking about cheaters. So Donald Trump then obviously is a perfect segue because now his lawyer is in trouble for
Making a comment about somebody breastfeeding.
no, that was Trump
Oh.
that made this comment about this woman breastfeeding. But the lawyer is in trouble for
For doing the breastfeeding?
telling this reporter that he would.
I told Stevie I breastfed him once and he didn't get nothing out. And he was like going, really?
And his
Anyway.
his life is still that way. He's still
Yeah,
getting
I know.
nothing out of you. Nothing nourishing.
No.
See what I did there, right?
We
Yeah.
bounce around.
Okay.
So Donald Trump and Brett,
Michaels?
what was that Brett guy's name again?
Favre.
He was on
Brett
what
Favre.
was it?
Apprentice.
The Apprentice. He won. He had
He-
snap.
Brett
that was
Michaels,
pretty
yeah,
good.
that's right.
He
He,
used pine tar?
he created Tropiraka.
Right.
George Brett was the pine tar
George
guy.
Brett.
Not Brett Michaels.
George Brett and Donald
He
Trump.
was married to Grace Allen.
Donald Trump.
No, George Brett. He said, "Good night, Gracie." And he was God, no God Book 2 with John
It's
Denver.
George Burns.
Oh, okay.
So George Brett was playing Donald Trump in basebal. And did what?
He had too much pine tar on his back.
Got it. On
Is
his
that what
back.
that's what they're
On
calling
his
it
back.
these days?
Oh, his
Yeah.
back. I thought you meant his back. Or something.
Well, he may have ended up with pine tar on his back, but that might be a Caitlyn Jenner story that we'll not get into.
Right. I heard
Ah.
about that show.
Yeah, they had that show. What you had the
2.7 million
I will
viewers.
not.
2.7 million viewers for,
Yeah.
and what is
I
it
think-
called, Rich?
I don't know.
I am Kate.
There you go.
Okay,
With a CAI, not a KAT.
kind of like a cat, but with an eye,
Right.
an extra
I am
eye.
Kate. Speaking of cats. Oh, that is not good.
It was
Wow, what was
It
that?
was instant.
It was my glasses.
Oh,
Oh.
And he's like Velma without his glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Velma.
She couldn't see?
No.
Catch me up to speed.
Scooby Doo, Velma would drop her
Scooby-Doo,
glasses.
Velma,
Ah, I can't
I-
see without my glasses. She
Yeah.
crawling around.
You had a crush on her. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I did, but wasn't making the correlation
You
between.
weren't a Daphne guy. You were more of a Velma guy.
Yeah,
You like
the nerdy,
Stubby knee sock
Yeah,
type,
it
huh?
seemed like a lot less, pursuing. Got to be desperate. Work perfect for people like that. Ask my wife. Not to say that she was. Nah, never mind. So, Donald Trump apparently there's some
Apparently.
stuff going around that he raped his wife. Okay? It's a big mess if you haven't heard any of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The attorney for Donald Trump goes after this reporter and says if you report any of this improperly, because there's certain ways to use that term and you're not going to use it correctly, I know, I'm going to make your life hell. Which, I don't know, it's bullying, I guess, in a sense.
Right.
You know? But then I think about Congress and how it might be highly possible that our government bullies other people much in the same way. So,
I think so.
Why? Well, I don't live in a foreign country that's oppressed by us, but
Me.
Ghost.
Leave.
oh my God, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is getting bizarre. So Virginia said leave. I think she's talking to you, Steve.
Who was Virginia? She lived here?
That's what Rich said.
Yeah, Virginia Pearson.
That wasn't her name.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't.
Mary Pearson's mom, Virginia.
It was not Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, go on and believe what you want.
Okay, all right. Do we have paperwork?
No.
Okay, so if we don't have paperwork, then it wasn't what you're telling me it was, until it is what you tell me it is. So anyway, Donald Trump is upset about the lion being killed because of the lion's beautiful mane that Donald was envious of. Will never be in the wild again.
Okay.
It's an odd thing. I think he had mane envy, and now that that's dead, he cried on the Jimmy Kimmel show the other night.
Right, which brings up the ALS. Right?
Jimmy Kimmel's got ALS?
No, but Donald Trump
Has ALS?
No, I don't know. I was trying to segue.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it.
I wasn't even close. So, you're disturbing me. Are you looking up whether Virginia actually
looking up
lived
Virginia.
here?
Yeah,
Pearson.
but, you know.
He has his own little show going over there. Like FaceTime with El Salvadorian
Has she
drug
blog
lords.
posted yet?
Yes.
I'll have to go back and look at that.
What?
She's posted pictures and blog posted.
Oh, there's
Cool.
pictures. She's not doing a vlog, a video log.
No, Wi-Fi's too sketchy there. At the hotel where they're staying.
Oh, okay. There's probably a lot of sketchy things in the hotel where they're staying.
No, they're actually staying in a nice hotel.
Yeah.
For safety
Right.
reasons.
So, do they have a
Yeah, you have
lion
a virus.
reserve out there, or
I think they have a parrot preserve out there.
parrot?
Yes.
Parrot.
Where'd she go again? El Salvador?
Yeah. Mahucala, El Salvador.
It's funny when he says
What, continent?
Say,
Or-
what?
Mahucala.
Okay.
Give me some geographical
San Salvador.
more.
Hey, if I had a globe,
Central America.
how
Yeah,
much
yeah.
of this
So,
would be covered
like,
with water?
Mexico, and then down some more.
I think it goes Mexico, Belize, Honduras, El Salvador, maybe.
Got
I
it.
think it's south of El
How long of a flight was it?
You can tell us whatever you want right now because we got.
They left at 6 a.m. Flew to Atlanta.
Virginia's gonna get you, boy. Okay,
Then they flew to Atlanta.
That's weird.
Then they flew to San Salvador, but they're an hour behind us.
Right, and it makes sense then to
Yeah.
change the date because they're kind of just
Right.
below us.
Right.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Guy, that's pretty cool.
Speaking of Spanish,
See?
this leads me to Bill Cosby and the Spanish Fly story.
Oh, yes.
Right?
I just wanted to do a segue. I really did. See, it didn't do anything until I started talking.
Bill Cosby,
Virginia hates me.
Bill Cosby and the Spanish Fly story piqued my interest of what Spanish Fly is, though. So then I'm looking at what that is.
I thought it had something to do with Jello pudding.
And that's
Apparently
crazy.
But chocolate is supposed... What?
It's poison.
What?
The Quaaludes were easy to get back then.
Yeah, not the same Spanish Fly.
No, he wasn't giving them Spanish Fly. He was dropping Quaaludes in their stuff.
Yeah, how did Bill Cosby and Spanish Fly get together? I don't even remember.
I have no idea.
I
one of the Cosby... I think Mushmouth gave it to him.
I think they were on the series together.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cosby Kids.
Yeah, the Cosby Kids.
That was one of the Cosby Kids. He moved into
Spanish Fly.
Yeah, people thought he was Puerto Rican for a little while.
I did think there was an
I think he stayed with Donald's for a while. Donald, the one with the hat that he always had pulled over his head, all you see was his eyes.
Yeah.
I do think that
Vanity
Fair had a very effective cover this week, though. Their issue was the 30-plus women.
7, I think.
That have all accused him of rape. Sitting in a similar chair, dressed in similar colored clothing, but it was every one of them. And when you see that many women at one point, you understand even more how crazy this guy had to have been.
Right. Well, at least it wasn't like Wilt Chamberlain or Gene Simmons.
No, yeah, right.
Something like that. At least Cosby was only like 30.
Right, because Gene Simmons, they were like groupies.
Yeah, it'd be like that group photo, like this was Wednesday, and then a completely different.
But they were
group
willing.
of women.
Gene Simmons's pictures. They were willing participants.
He didn't do drugs or alcohol.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
This is it puts a whole new. I mean, whenever you see something artistic like that, it kind of puts things in a different perspective of how crazy he really is.
Right.
I think.
Now,
and reading some of his the transcripts that have been released, and now he's trying to sue that girl because he's saying she's the one that released it.
It is really kind of strange though, because you got this person. What? What did it say?
It's not talking to you.
He said, "Shut up." Oh, you got this person.
So you've got this person that is speaking out morally against the decline of the African American male in society, and yet this other life that has been floating around that he's been paying for,
correct,
for years. See, that's where my mind stops thinking. I don't
get that. I mean, that could be his drive to be as successful as he was because he needed more money to keep paying for this other stuff too. I mean, it becomes, and how to, you don't want this person to know it about you, so you got to make even more money because they know you're making more money, and you need to have enough over here for them to go, oh, you're doing so good, like his wife,
Right, but
it's crazy. You're right. It's insane, and I don't have any respect for the way he's handled himself. I guess I'm kind of one of them, the truth will set you free guys, that if you get caught,
just say it.
Just say it.
Don't
act like it's somebody else's fault because you got caught because they weren't supposed to tell nobody.
Right.
Or something like that. Don't act like that.
And you know what? That's what
it's not what I'm trying to teach kids or the Cosby kids or any, I'm not trying to.
I'm going to go back to Donald Trump because I think Donald Trump is one of these guys that if he gets caught doing something, he may sputter around a little bit, but I think eventually he'll just say, oh, yeah, well, that was me.
Right.
And maybe I was a little misunderstood, or maybe it took stuff out of context or whatever, and he's probably got plenty of shit to hide too, but everybody's trying to uncover it as quickly as possible because he makes them uncomfortable. And I was thinking about him today. I mean, we've all been in situations where you've got a buddy that, we were buddies at one time. You got some information on me, and then all of a sudden that buddy shows up drunk to your wedding or whatever, and he's going to start spouting all this shit because that's who he is, and so. Holy crap, that's Donald Trump. He's the drunk guy, the old buddy of yours.
And just says stuff.
And he just says stuff. Now, it may be inappropriate, but it may be true all at the same time. but it's just uncomfortable. You know, when he starts.
Well, you know, he's different than that political machine that we're used to. You watch your mouth, Virginia. So
Solve.
I've solved the Donald puzzle. So
Cabin?
when
That was a good movie, Kevin.
when he's asked the question, he answers
That'd be a
it.
good horror movie.
Whereas,
Yeah.
tell me a politician that's been on any show or any newscast where they've asked them a question and they directly answer the question.
You can't do it.
You don't.
Right.
You don't do it.
It doesn't happen. And all of this really surprises me because Joe Biden usually, you've got a president who's been president for 2 terms, usually they've at some point groomed that vice president to be the next candidate.
Right.
You know, Al
They're
Gore or
hooking
whatever.
Yeah.
So the Democratic Party has no confidence in this
They're
guy
hitching their wagons
whatsoever.
on Hillary.
You know?
You are right.
So they're hanging on Hillary, and then Bernie Sanders pops up, which, by the way, he was in Alton this evening
Oh, yeah, I did read that.
doing a...
He said shut.
Fundraiser.
Shut the front door.
Entertaining.
This
He's
is
here.
horrible.
It is pretty neat. I may have to turn one on.
It scares me.
I bet
Anyway,
I could
so-
download that same app and there would be a different ghost and
Do it.
different words.
Probably.
Do
What's
it.
the name of the app?
Hopefully we got enough time that the Wi-Fi will catch up. Anyway, so
I'm not on your Wi-Fi.
so going back, Trump is
I'm not on your Wi-Fi.
a threat.
I don't care.
He's a threat to both parties because
Ghost Detector Pro.
he's
a bunch
not
of them, but
he's
that's
not
why.
afraid to spit shit out of his mouth.
Right.
He's got nothing to lose but
His
money.
approval rating has not dropped since any of this stuff's.
Right. But
Or whatever they're calling it, popularity right now. It's not
right,
approved
but look at yeah, he's not elected yet.
No.
But look at the Republican candidates. There's what, 35 of them now? 40 maybe? I'm not sure how they narrow that down.
They have an election, don't they?
I think so. Primaries or something like that, I guess.
Marsha.
So it wasn't Virginia Pearson, it was Marsha Pearson.
That's weird.
Marsha.
Okay, so now we're going to have the ghost off.
I can't find
Yeah.
the same ghost hunter that she has.
Oh, really? Well, just pull
Well, it
another
should
one.
be,
Maybe
yeah,
maybe it
another
taps
one
into
with
the
that.
same
Yeah,
nether
ghost is a
He's
ghost.
region.
saying
is
the
a
same
ghost.
thing.
That's
theoretically.
possible.
True.
Maybe our ghosts will talk to each other.
Ghost Detector
Like
Pro.
birdies.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. They'd be like talking over us and stuff. Oh, just like ghost language.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that'd be cool. Not really. So
Yeah, I saw that Jay Brook Light lost a couple pounds on his diet.
he's looking good.
He's
I
looking
mean,
good, looking
Is it
lean,
the
mean.
heroin diet or what's he on?
Fruits, nuts,
Oh.
and water.
Yeah.
and water, lots
Yeah,
of water,
lots of water.
lots of water. It's cleansing.
You know, I ate some cashews Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I got a problem with the cashews. But go
Now,
ahead.
let me ask you. Did you always have problems with cashews?
No, I did not.
Dude,
No, I did not.
I ate cashews Sunday. And I felt funny. My
You
heart
what?
started like like two little, it was like a little baggie, and then like I had like some mixed nuts. Like there was like the little planter's bag of cashews, and
Right.
then there was a can of mixed nuts, and I had some of them.
Right.
My heart started like palpitating,
Yeah.
and I felt my throat like constricting. And I like kind of had this cough. Lasted a couple hours, and it went away.
Huh.
Interesting.
It is.
I've got a much worse scenario happens to me when I eat those. I don't need to go
Let's
all
see
the
it.
way into. No, I'm sorry.
I don't think.
I'm just kidding.
It's
Yeah.
about 3 hours of 3 hours. I can like function like a normal human being, and then all of a sudden I'll just start sweating, and then
He evacuates.
Then I evacuate completely, and then it's a trip to the ER and some
Fluids.
lots of fluids.
No steroids.
Never.
Never. Yeah, I wish. So, Is that gonna keep doing that?
Yeah, it probably is.
Okay. Rich, can you get your app up here?
I'm trying, buddy.
Are we
I'm
done
halfway
talking
there.
about
Yeah, how much time we
baseball or
got?
whatever, or,
What?
I don't know, football.
What did you say?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're going back. I think you're
She doesn't like Bill Cosby.
13 segues ago. You don't? You didn't see. You didn't grow up watching
No, I
the
totally
Cosby
loved
Kids.
The Cosby Show.
No, you
And
grew up
Bill
watching
Cosby
stand-up.
until we found out that he was like raping people.
Like all along, he's been doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Yeah, that is the weird part. Like,
And he's caught, and he keeps saying
that he didn't do it. And that's going on for years.
That's crazy.
That's the part I don't get.
That's crazy to me.
Fast.
That,
I don't know if
that's we were talking about Jay Brooks likes diet,
diet plan.
the fasting, slowly fasting. I think that's what you call it.
Right.
Spirit has contributed more to the conversation than I have.
It's probably been a little more clever than I have.
Yes.
That
too.
cat
Favorite
just
idea.
knocked you out, though.
Yeah.
Knocked you whacked you out.
Cats.
Yeah.
And there's some nice pictures on the internet of you and cats together, but it was weird tonight.
Really?
In the same room, in the same area. Aren't you
That's not
petting
true.
one on your leg or something?
I thought it was
Excuse me?
a dog.
Like
Don't-
it came over and visited? I don't know.
Yeah, a cat followed me home.
Yeah.
I had a cat for a little while.
So hang on.
Cats happen to people.
I know, you didn't know this,
Don't
did you?
let cats happen
No.
to you.
That's weird.
She inspired me to let my cats live outside.
Really?
No.
Is that like you throw your cat outdoors and if
no,
it comes
actually,
back,
this one
then
followed me home and I let it sleep in my house.
And then took pictures of it.
I took like 3 pictures of this cat.
so what happened? So did some
I
dude
hate all of you right now.
some dude
Oh,
pay
you
you?
do not.
I do.
Some dude
Can't
pay you
hate
to
us.
shoot your
That's
cat?
a big
Energy.
word.
What?
I don't have the energy to hate you. I give up.
I don't have the motivation.
But
to
if you
hate
did, you would. So
Steve, can I have some more coffee?
what?
Wow!
What the hell?
Jump!
Uh-oh.
There's a ghost in the area. It's like right over there.
Look, it's
Oh.
dude.
In the same
Look,
place.
Like they're in the same
when
place.
I turn it around, when I turn it, it's saying it's in the same place.
Wow, this is like bizarre. It's like right behind me,
Yes.
right over my shoulder.
Okay, it kind of backed off.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yep. It's gone.
They're gone.
Oh.
So no more ghosts. Well, the show is almost over. So
Oh no.
that
The ghost is going on yours too.
Hey,
Yeah.
come see us Saturday at 10 o'clock. Nobody's listening, but
yeah. By
No
this
one
time
is. No
they've
one
all
is.
fallen asleep.
10 o'clock Saturday, 3rd and Market. No, not 3rd and Market.
No, Third Market is up the street. There's a church there.
Right.
3rd and Albee Street. No,
Albie's a
Third-
confusing street.
3rd and Bell Street is actually where it is. Downtown, West 3rd.
Albie's
So
like the Bermuda Triangle
you-
of all.
You take Landmarks or Boulevard or Piasaw Boulevard or whatever that ends up being. I mean,
Google Riverbender Community Center.
oh, yeah, that's it.
Google Max timeout. You'll find it.
Yeah, you can find us outside of Max Timeout. No petting zoo
No.
officially.
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 But we are going to have the comb the mayor's hair. Or brush the mayor's hair. He likes a brush. Right? Booth set up.
Possibly.
So we
All right.
canceled that thing where we're gonna let people murder animals for a certain amount of
Yes.
donation.
Not
Okay.
going to happen.
Yeah,
Probably a good call.
that's not going to happen. You got to, well, we'll take the money, but you got to fly to another country
Okay.
and
Or just
do
go
it
across
there.
the bridge, I think.
There's 2 guys that you need to see. One's named Murray and the other's named Eddie. Okay?
And this is in Westall.
Shit, you go, it looks like a bar, right?
Yes.
Okay? Go around the back of what looks, okay, it'll look like a bar up front.
Right.
Go around the back.
Right.
Knock on the door 3 times. It's a screen door.
Are we
Right,
still
okay.
talking about the ice bucket challenge?
And they sell Avon.
I think
there.
Advocare is the actual stuff that
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
selling right now.
Anyways,
It's Eddie and Murray.
Murray.
It's
He
kind
was
of
a great
weird name.
baseball player. He got 3,000 hits. He was kind of overlooked.
Eddie Murray?
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I
isn't
think
he?
I had 76 of his baseball cards because
I had
like every time
Do
you
you
opened
still
up a
have your
pack,
baseball cards?
I have some of them.
Do you have
I had
any of the ones that you
34.
stole from
No,
Dan's mom and
no,
dad?
because I never stole anything.
a lot of them were Eddie Murray.
Yeah, they were all Eddie Murray cards.
All right, hell yeah, Saturday we'll see you. Bye.